Listen to me very carefully. Stop scrolling right now because what you're about to see will change everything you think you know about loose change. Welcome to Rare Coins Gallery. In this video, we're exposing the three most expensive, most mind-blowing Susan B. Anthony dollars in existence, hidden treasures worth a fortune that you might have tossed in a jar or spent on a coffee. These aren't ordinary dollar coins. They are ultra-rare, condition monster legends that have sold for amounts that will make your jaw drop, from 5 figures all the way up to $70,000. I'm not talking about worn-out pocket change. I'm talking about flawless, museum-quality masterpieces that represent the absolute pinnacle of this series. If you have any of these three specific coins in the right condition, you are holding a life-changing sum of money. Do not spend these coins. Every second of this video is critical, as we break down the exact dates, mint marks, and grades that turn a common-looking dollar into a numismatic king. Stay locked in until the very end. Coin number 1. Don't spend this coin. The 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar represents a fascinating apex in modern numismatics, where commonplace circulation issues conceal extraordinary rarities that ignite fierce competition among dedicated collectors. As the Denver Mint's first contribution to the controversial small dollar series, this coin is often overlooked in typical grades, but in unparalleled conditions, it transforms into a centerpiece of advanced collections. Its allure stems from the perfect storm of historical importance, striking challenges in production, and the extreme scarcity of specimens that survived without a single flaw. Today, the pursuit of these pristine examples drives a niche market, where values escalate dramatically for coins that capture the original intent of the mint's artisans, making it a highly sought-after prize for those appreciating the confluence of history and precision. Minted in 1979 amidst a turbulent economic backdrop, the Susan B. Anthony dollar was conceived as a practical replacement for the bulky Eisenhower dollar, aiming to improve circulation efficiency and reduce costs. The Denver issue specifically commemorates the pioneering suffragist Susan B. Anthony, aligning with the era's growing recognition of women's contributions, yet its release was marred by public confusion over its similarity to the quarter. This coin emerged during a period of technological experimentation at the Denver facility, where adjustments in striking pressure and die preparation aim to overcome design limitations, resulting in subtle variations that now define its most coveted forms. The historical context is further enriched by the coin's role in the broader narrative of U.S. monetary policy, reflecting a failed attempt to popularize a small dollar coin, which ironically led to limited preservation of high-quality pieces, as many were hoarded or melted. Artistically, the coin's design by chief engraver Frank Gasparo is a study in symbolic complexity, featuring a bold right-facing portrait of Anthony on the obverse, surrounded by inscriptions that emphasize liberty and trust. The reverse showcases an eagle landing on the lunar surface, a unique fusion of national pride and space-age achievement that has no parallel in U.S. coinage. Struck on a copper-nickel-clad planchet with a distinctive 11-sided reeded edge, the coin's small diameter posed significant technical hurdles, often yielding weak strikes on the hair details and eagle feathers. However, on the finest 1979 D examples, these elements explode with sharpness, exhibiting a frosted devices against mirror-like fields that rival proof coins, a characteristic rarely seen in business strikes, and one that elevates its aesthetic appeal to extraordinary levels. Rarity for this issue is not rooted in mintage figures, which exceed 288 million, but in the survival of coins that avoided the harsh realities of circulation and early storage. The majority of strikes were subjected to widespread handling, leaving only a tiny percentage in original mint state. Additionally, clandestine varieties such as those from early die states with deeply engraved mint marks or fully defined rims are exceptionally scarce, often numbering in the low hundreds. A minuscule subset of coins struck from freshly polished dies exhibit accidental proof-like surfaces, distinguishing them as accidental masterpieces that were never intended for public release. This combination of factors creates a layered rarity, where the quest for perfection narrows the field to a handful of specimens that define the pinnacle of the series. Condition is the ultimate determinant of value, with grades above MS67 becoming exponentially rarer due to the coin's soft alloy and susceptibility to marks. The highest echelons, such as MS68 and MS69, are dominated by coins that have preserved their full cartwheel luster and lack any visible imperfections, a feat considering the abrasive bagging processes of the time. Professional grading services have certified only a few examples at these elite levels, with none currently acknowledged at MS70, making each top-tier coin a singular treasure. The importance of condition is further magnified by the coin's tendency to develop tunning or hairlines, so that examples with pristine, white surfaces command unprecedented premiums, often becoming the focus of intense bidding wars among registry set collectors. Market value for the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar spans a broad spectrum, with circulated examples nearly face value, while gem uncirculated grades enter the realm of four-figure sums. A coin graded MS67 typically starts at $1,200, but as preservation improves, prices soar. MS68 examples have realized between $6,000 and $12,000 in recent private sales, reflecting their status as condition census leaders. The ultra-rare proof-like business strikes in MS69 represent the market's zenith, with auction results like a 2021 sale reaching $52,000, underscoring the relentless demand from specialists. These values are fueled by the coin's role as a key date in high-grade typesets and its historical narrative, with appreciation trends showing consistent annual growth as more collectors recognize its unique position in the modern series. Collectors targeting this coin should adopt a methodical approach, beginning with a focus on certification from reputable services like PCGS or NGC, which authenticate both grade and surface quality. Look for designations such as PL, proof-like, or full strike that indicate superior characteristics, and be wary of cleaned or impaired examples that may appear pristine to the untrained eye. Secure storage in climate-controlled environments using non-PVC holders is essential to preserve the delicate surfaces. Acquisition strategies might include monitoring auctions from houses like Heritage or Stack's Bowers, engaging with specialized numismatic societies, and networking with dealers who have access to estate collections, as private treaty sales often yield the finest opportunities for securing these rarities without the volatility of open bidding. In summary, the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar transcends its humble origins to embody a numismatic ideal where historical significance, artistic merit, and extreme rarity converge. It challenges collectors to look beyond ordinary circulation pieces and embrace the pursuit of perfection, offering both a tangible link to a pivotal era in U.S. coinage and a robust investment vehicle. As awareness of its unique attributes spreads, its market trajectory promises continued appreciation, solidifying its status as a crown jewel for both novice enthusiasts and seasoned veterans. This coin ultimately stands as a testament to the enduring passion that drives numismatics, where even the most modest issues can reveal extraordinary treasures. Coin number 2. Nobody talked about this coin. The 1980 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar, often dismissed as a common relic of a failed monetary experiment, harbors a numismatic secret that commands profound respect from series specialists. Its appeal lies not in overwhelming scarcity, but in the razor-thin population of coins that achieve technical perfection, coupled with a pivotal historical position as the series' second-year issue from the Philadelphia Mint. This coin represents a critical bridge between the inaugural 1979 strikes and the later, more abbreviated production runs, capturing a moment of adjustment in the mint's techniques. For the sophisticated collector, the pursuit of the finest known 1980p specimens becomes a challenging endeavor, driven by the coin's role in completing high-grade sets and its surprising difficulty in pristine condition. Historically, the 1980p dollar was produced during a period of intense public and congressional skepticism about the small dollar's utility. The mint, having anticipated greater demand, produced over 27 million pieces in Philadelphia, but vast quantities were returned from circulation unused or languished in treasury vaults. This issue was struck after the initial design controversies had settled, yet before the mint drastically scaled back production, placing it in a unique transitional phase. It quietly circulated during a year of economic recession and political change, a tangible but often ignored piece of early 1980s Americana. Its existence is a testament to the government's stubborn perseverance with an unpopular coin, making surviving high-grade examples unintended time capsules from an era of monetary trial and error. From a design perspective, the 1980p shares the Frank Gasparro motifs, but often exhibits subtle differences in strike quality compared to its 1979 predecessor. The obverse portrait of the pioneering reformer frequently shows more refined definition in the hair and cheekbone on well-struck examples, a result of minor die modifications. The reverse depiction of the eagle descending toward the lunar surface presents a particular challenge. On the highest grade pieces, every feather barb and crater detail is sharply rendered, creating a dramatic, three-dimensional effect. The coin's copper-nickel clad composition and reeded edge can develop a distinctive, brilliant silvery white luster when preserved without contact, a characteristic highly prized by condition-census collectors who seek out pieces with flawless, original surfaces. The rarity of the 1980p in gem and superb condition is a function of preservation, not low mintage. While millions were struck, the coins were typically stored in bulk bags, leading to pervasive contact marks and abrasions that preclude high numerical grades. Consequently, examples grading MS-67 are genuinely scarce, and MS-68 specimens are exceedingly rare, with only a handful certified by leading services. A key variety known as the 1980p near date, where the date is positioned closer to the rim, adds another layer of collectability, though its rarity is debated. The true pinnacle, however, is the flawless MS-69, a grade so elusive for this issue that it represents a near-mythical target for completists, with perhaps only a few coins existing at that level. Market valuation for this issue reflects its condition rarity paradox. A typical uncirculated example can be acquired for a modest sum, but the investment landscape shifts dramatically for superior specimens. Coins grading MS-67 begin to enter the low four-figure range, around $1,500, serving as a benchmark for quality. The jump to MS-68 is severe, with public auction results consistently climbing into the $8,000 to $15,000 realm, reflecting the tiny number of candidates. The ultimate price driver is the chase for the top population coin. A confirmed MS-69 example, should one ever surface in a public sale, could reasonably command between $40,000 and $60,000, based on comparable premiums for top-grade modern rarities. This steep valuation curve underscores the premium placed on perfection for a coin many mistakenly consider ordinary. For collectors, securing a high-grade 1980p demands vigilance and expertise. Prioritize coins certified by PCGS or NGC, paying close attention to the population reports to understand the true scarcity at the highest grades. When examining a candidate, look for full, undisturbed mint luster across the fields and devices, and an absolute minimum of bag marks, particularly on Anthony's cheek and the eagle's high points. Proper storage in inert, non-PVC holders is non-negotiable to prevent hazing or corrosion. Building relationships with dealers specializing in modern coinage is advisable, as the best pieces often trade privately before reaching the auction block. Participation in specialty forums and registry set communities can also provide early alerts when significant specimens become available. In essence, the 1980 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar embodies the numismatic principle that true value is often hidden in plain sight. It challenges collectors to redefine rarity not solely by mintage figures, but by the unforgiving metrics of preservation and condition survival. Its historical narrative as a resilient but rejected coinage adds a layer of poignant significance, while its aesthetic potential, when fully realized, is undeniable. As a cornerstone of a premium Susan B. Anthony set and a testament to the pursuit of quality, this coin offers both a tangible connection to a unique monetary chapter and a compelling asset with demonstrated appreciation potential for the discerning collector. Final part of this video is: the 1981 Susan B. Anthony dollar stands as a definitive sleeper hit in modern numismatics, a coin whose true stature and value are only now being fully recognized by the collecting community. As the final circulation strike dollar of the series from the Denver Mint, it occupies a poignant and pivotal endpoint, marking the quiet conclusion of America's first small dollar experiment. Its appeal is multifaceted, rooted in its unexpectedly low mintage for a business strike, its frequent misidentification as a common coin, and the extreme difficulty of locating specimens that embody true gem quality. For the astute collector, this issue represents the ultimate key date in the series, a coin that completes the narrative and often becomes the most expensive and challenging piece to acquire in high grade. Historically, the 1981 D was produced during the final chapter of the Susan B. Anthony dollar's brief circulation life. Public rejection had solidified, and the Mint drastically reduced production, with the Denver facility striking just over 3.2 million coins, a fraction of the 1979 output. This coin was minted not to meet demand, but to fulfill a contractual obligation and provide a minimal supply for the coming year, essentially serving as a placeholder until the program's official suspension. It entered a landscape where the coins were largely absent from daily commerce, meaning most were stored by the Treasury or saved by collectors, yet seldom with the foresight to preserve them flawlessly. This context frames the 1981 D not as a failure, but as a scarce, intentional final issue, a closing signature on a bold but unpopular monetary chapter. The coin's design mirrors earlier years, yet it often exhibits a noticeably sharper strike due to refined dies and lower production pressures, as the Mint aimed for quality over quantity in this final run. The obverse portrait can display exquisite detail in Susan B. Anthony's hair and profile, while the reverse eagle may show deeply defined feathers, especially on well-preserved examples. A significant variety known as the 1981 D Clear S exists, where the Sin Anthony is fully formed and distinct, unlike the more common filled S variety. This subtle dye difference is crucial for specialists and can significantly impact value. The surfaces on the finest examples possess a brilliant, satiny luster, distinct from the more grainy texture sometimes seen on earlier dates, making top-tier 1981 D dollars particularly visually appealing. Rarity for this issue is a compelling interplay of mintage and condition survival. While 3.2 million is a substantial number, it pales in comparison to other dates, and the number that survived in truly pristine MS-67 or higher condition is astonishingly low. The coins were subject to standard bag minting and storage, creating abundant contact marks on the vulnerable surfaces. Consequently, gems are scarce, and superbly graded coins, MS-68 and above, are major condition rarities, with populations sometimes lower than those of the 1979 and 1980 issues. The clear S variety is notably scarcer in high grades, adding another dimension to the hunt. This combination of low overall mintage and minute surviving population at the pinnacle of preservation creates a powerful collectible dynamic. The market value for the 1981D reflects its status as a series key. Common uncirculated examples start in the $20-30 range, but the climb is steep as quality ascends. A solid MS-67 typically commands between $2,000 and $3,500, establishing it as a four-figure coin at that level. The leap to MS-68 is dramatic, with verified auction results consistently falling in the $15,000 to $25,000 range, a testament to its condition rarity. For the ultimate prize, a top population MS-69 or a finest known example, the market enters another stratum entirely. A renowned specimen of the clear S variety in MS-68 Plus realized over $60,000 in a recent private sale, and any coin approaching MS-69 could confidently be valued from $50,000 to well over $65,000, given its role as the crown jewel of a complete set. Acquiring a high-grade 1981D requires a strategy centered on patience and verification. Given the premium for quality and the importance of varieties, certification by PCGS or NGC is absolutely essential, with careful attention to the variety designation. Collectors should study population reports to understand the stark scarcity in grades above MS-67. When evaluating a coin, prioritize exceptional surface preservation, seeking that brilliant, mark-free luster, over mere technical grade, as many were weakly struck. Networking within specialty clubs focused on modern coinage or the Susan B. Anthony series can provide critical leads, as the finest examples rarely appear on the open market and are more often traded through private networks of advanced collectors. In final analysis, the 1981D Susan B. Anthony dollar is a numismatic paradox, a modern coin of profound rarity, a conclusion that often demands the highest price of admission. It embodies the end of an era, capturing the mint's last effort to perfect a rejected design. For the collector, it represents the ultimate challenge in assembling a premier set, a coin whose aesthetic beauty and high grade is matched only by its historical significance as the final curtain. Its investment trajectory has shown strong, steady appreciation as more collectors pursue registry sets, solidifying its position not merely as a date, but as the capstone of a fascinating and collectible series. This coin assures its owner a place at the forefront of modern numismatic pursuit. So what are you going to do now? You can't unsee this. You can't unknow that sitting in attics, basements, and old piggy banks across America are sleeping giants, coins worth 5, 6, even 7 figures, just waiting to be found. The 1979D, the 1980P, the 1981D. These aren't just dates and mint marks anymore. They're lottery tickets stamped by the U.S. Mint. Your homework is simple. Geo-check every single Susan B. Anthony dollar you can find. Look at the date, look at the mint mark, and most importantly, look at its condition. If it's pristine, if it's flawless, you need to get it graded. This isn't a game. This is a potential financial revelation hiding in plain sight. If this video shocked you, if it opened your eyes, then you have to be part of this community. Smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because here at Rare Coins Gallery, we don't just talk about coins. We expose the hidden vaults of value that others miss. We're here to make sure you don't accidentally spend a down payment on a house. Your journey into the insane world of rare coins starts right now. Leave a comment below with what you found. I read them all. Until next time, keep hunting. Your treasure is out there.